Now, before we move on to the risk management portion, we'll talk about some related terms na magagamit nyo on risk and risk management course. So, we have this definition of terms, no? So, dito, the risk, we have the possibility of losing a capital in a trade, no? So, risk is inherent sa trade natin. So, since natatalo nga tayo, or there's a possibility na matalo tayo, ayun yung tinatawag natin na risk, right? So, the risk na hindi mag-go according to our plan. So, we have as well the risk management, which is the process of controlling and limiting the losses. Kasi nga, since there are always a risk involved in every trade, we have to manage those risks, no? Which is, we are controlling or limiting those losses in order for us to trade longer. Now, we also have the drawdown, which is a reduction in account balance from peak to lowest point. Basically, drawdown kapag below na siya ng starting capital mo. No? Let's say you have $100 capital and then ang natira na lang is 95. So, currently, naka-drawdown ka ng $5. And then, you also have the capital preservation. Basically, it's just a protection, or you are trying to preserve, you are trying to protect your funds to sustain trading activity. Kasi nga, if you won't be able to protect your funds, then probably masunog siya in the long run. And if masunog siya in the long run, you won't be able to trade anymore. And trading is one of the, or our capital is one of the important things na kailangan natin in trading, right? Kasi kung wala tayong capital, we won't be able to trade. Now, we also have the risk per trade, or the value at risk. This is a percentage of capital na ina-expose natin sa single trade, or yung pinapasok natin sa isang trade. So, ngayon, we also have the stop loss, which is a predefined exit to limit losses. So, this is one of the risk management part na pag-uusapan natin in the following videos. Next is we have the take profit, which is the predefined level to secure gains. Syempre, we cannot be sure kung anong mangyayari sa market, no? So, we have the stop losses and take profit in order for us to be able to set a level or a limit kung saan masasabi natin na invalidate na yung trade idea natin or tapos na yung trade natin. Now, we also have the risk to reward ratio, which is the potential profit relative to risk. So, based on the word itself, it is a ratio, meaning if you have a 1:3 risk to reward ratio, you are risking a potential $1 para sa potential $3 na gain. Next, we also have the position sizing, which is determining how much capital to allocate per trade. So, this is different from value at risk kasi sa position sizing, you are, for example, you have a $1,000 capital sa account nyo. And then, per trade, you are allocating $10, right? So, ito yung position sizing natin. But, it's different from value at risk kasi pwedeng yung position size mo is $10, which is yung naka-allocate sa trade mo. Pero, yung nire-risk mo lang or willing ka lang mawala doon is $5. No? So, this is the value at risk or the risk per trade, and then this is the position sizing. And then you also have the position, which is the active trade or the long or short position. No? So, if you are saying na you have a position, it means na you have an active trade or floating trade. Kumbaga, hindi pa siya naka-close. So, risk exposure, you have the total capital at risk across all trades. No? So, let's say you have a risk exposure of $20. So, yun yung pwedeng mawala sa'yo in case na matalo yung trades mo. So, next is we have the overexposure. Overexposure, basically, it's an excessive risk across multiple positions. No? Kasi nga, kapag ka nag-trade tayo, we are exposing ourselves to a risk of losing a capital. Diba? So, pwedeng may risk na mawalan tayo ng $10. So, ngayon, let's say, ang nire-risk na natin is sa $1,000 capital account, ang nire-risk na natin is $500. So, somehow, this could be an overexposure kasi nga, masyado nang mataas yung nire-risk natin. And if $1,000 lang yung capital natin and $500 yung nire-risk natin, then 2 trades lang is sunog na yung capital natin, which is not sustainable, no? Especially if we are here for the long run. Next is the leverage, which is the borrowed capital to increase position size. Basically, utang lang siya, right? So, etong margin, yan yung ginagamit mong capital as a collateral para makapag-borrow or makautang para yung position size mo is mas lumaki. Diba? So, both of this goes hand in hand. No? So, yung margin yun yung collateral na pinapasok mo or yung capital na pinapasok mo para ma-increase yung position size mo using the leverage. Kasi itong leverage na to is a multiplier. No? So, in the next few videos, we'll talk more about these things as well as the position sizing. And then we also have the margin call, which is a warning when margin level is too low. So, since nga nangungutang ka lang, or ginagamit mo yung margin mo as collateral para ma-increase yung position sizing mo through leverage, there will be times na there will be a margin call. Meaning, kapag ka bumababa na yung margin level mo, ibig sabihin, yung collateral mo is bumababa na to the point na pwede siyang ma-liquidate or mag-close yung position. Kasi nga, yung losses mo doon sa binaro mong capital is masyado nang malaki. So, syempre, the exchanges do not want to incur losses or gusto nila, hindi sila mag-incur ng or mag-take ng losses. So, ang nangyayari is that nagkakaroon ng margin call, which is nagkakaroon ng notification sa inyo, sa part nyo, para in case na bumaba na nga yung margin nyo or yung collateral nyo, ang mangyayari is that either maliliquidate kayo or pwede kayong mag-add ng position sizing or ng collateral para yung margin level nyo is tumaas. No? So, next is the liquidation. So, ito na yung forced closure ng position dahil sa insufficient margin. Kasi nga, di ba, sa margin, you are using a collateral para makagamit ng mas malaking capital, which is leveraging. Diba? You are leveraging, you are trying to use leverage, the multiplier ng capital. So ngayon, since nga may utang ka or you have a borrowed capital, kapag ka yung margin mo is sobrang baba na, maliliquidate na yun or mapo-force ka na bayaran automatically yung inutang mong pera. No? So, mauubos yung collateral mo. So, automatically, magko-close yung position mo. So, yeah, that's it for this related terms. No? So, we're gonna talk more about this in the following videos, and then this is just an overview for you to understand yung mga pag-uusapan natin in the next videos.